Hey guys, Ray with PhoneArena here doing a video review of the Sony Xperia Go, which is an entry-level, rugged Android smartphone. Although the Xperia Go may seem to you like a fairly niche handset, it's actually easily usable by pretty much every smartphone user out there because it has a slim profile and it actually looks pretty decently. Upon picking it up, the first thing we notice is its strangely feeling plastic casing. It's a very strange design choice by the manufacturer because it gives the phone a really different feel, but in a bad way. It makes it feel like a very cheap handset. On the front side we have a 3.5-inch display with HVGA resolution and pixel density is quite low. There's quite a bit of jaggedness visible here, especially with small letters and such kind of small details. But still, although it may not look as beautiful as the HD displays that we have today, the handset is still perfectly usable with the screen. Below the screen we have our back, home and menu keys, and the phone is rugged but not in the traditional sense of the word. It's actually only water and dust resistant, so keep that in mind. And as you can see on the left side here we have the 3.5mm headset jack, which is tightly sealed here with this nice cover, and on the opposite side there is the same thing for the micro USB port. Pretty decent looks by the Xperia Go. It's a fairly compact handset, nice and slim, fairly light, but we don't really like its build quality because of this cheapo feeling material that has been used. Unfortunately, the Sony Xperia Go is a gingerbread device. It comes with Android 2.3, but thankfully Sony has included its custom user interface as always, of course, which we quite like because we think it's a bit more intuitive than what the competition offers, and it also looks good and is quite polished, which can be seen with such subtle effects like this wobbling animation, which occurs when you rearrange your widgets or icons. This is how the main menu looks like. Again, a very simple paginated layout. The other intriguing aspect of this custom software by Sony is the Timescape application, which aggregates updates from Facebook and Twitter, but you can also install add-ons that allow you to add more services here like Gmail, YouTube, Picasa, such kind of stuff. However, we don't like the interface of the application itself. We don't consider it to be very user-friendly. As you can see, it's not easy to use. You get some previews here of the updates, and once you tap again, you see a bit more information, but the next step will simply take you to the respective application. So it's not a big deal, this Timescape application, and actually this feed widget here, which is connected to Timescape, seems a bit more useful than the app itself. The messaging experience with the Xperia Go is decent but not great. We found the portrait QWERTY keyboard to be a bit cramped on this 3.5-inch display, and probably this is the reason for Sony to include this option here. This is actually the default option of the keyboard, and you may feel more comfortable typing on this T9 keyboard. Still, the landscape QWERTY is pretty decent, although you should not expect to achieve very fast speeds of typing with this device. We highly recommend that you install a third-party browser because the gingerbread one is not really up to the task. As you can see, it fails to deliver normal responsive browsing experience. For example, you can install something like Firefox, which moves much more smoothly, and is overall way better than the stock browser. Also, due to the phone featuring a dual-core 1 GHz processor, it also supports Adobe Flash. The Xperia Go features a fun music player. It looks and sounds good, although we aren't really blown away by the sound of the loudspeaker. Still, you have the option to set different equalizer presets or even create your own one. This is the camera interface of the Xperia Go. It has easy to use interface, some nice additional settings here. The images that the phone takes are good for the most part, but they do suffer from some inferior color reproduction. They're actually a bit on the warmer side, and the details are not so well recreated. So, but overall, we think that for the most cases, in most cases, the Xperia Go is going to do just fine with its 5-megapixel camera and LED flash. We were nicely surprised by the 720p video that the handset records. It actually runs quite smoothly and has a good deal of details with it. Call quality with the Sony Xperia Go is pretty good. The earpiece sounds very decently, but it's not loud enough, so you may have some trouble understanding your colors if you happen to be in a noisy place. On the other side, the microphone is very capable and emits and transmits your voice with a great deal of loudness to it. And there is also this noise cancellation microphone here, which makes sure that your callers hear only your voice and not the sounds of the ambience. All in all, we think that the Sony Xperia Go is decent lower mid-range device. We like its looks. It's also quite slim, so it's a good looking piece of hardware, but it's very cheap plastic used for the casing kind of ruins the whole experience with the phone. Still, if you're okay with that, we think that many users out there will really appreciate the fact that it's a water and dust resistant phone. So if you happen to use your mobile device in such dangerous conditions, we think that you can take a look at the Sony Xperia Go as an eventual purchase. For more details about the Xperia Go and many other phones, you can just visit us at PhoneArena.com. Thanks for watching.